finding out about all the different training that the franchise offers, online with the website and the SEO, coming up with business plans. It's things that if I would have started from scratch, I don't know how long it would take me to get there.
What made me feel secure was meeting the whole team, seeing that the plan that they have for new franchisees.
And I'll be honest, I didn't know how to do most of this. Working with the corporate office, with the franchise, gave me peace of mind.
Full-time staff is really good at their jobs. When you truly need them, they're there. They always are, get back to you in a very short period of time.
And since we have signed the contract and started through the training, it's a pretty intense training process. I feel like it's pretty thorough, but it's also just the follow-up that comes with that Brad and Chris sometimes are checking in. They're always available to answer the phone.
Easy to talk to, answering our questions, not making us feel like we're getting like the runaround of any sort. There was nothing like that.
The level of support that the franchise offers, from what I've experienced so far, I don't see how it can be any better. The cliche term, work hard, play hard, but I feel that with this group.
It's cool to have a sense of belonging and to have fun when you have to do or go to training events.
You can tell that the full-time staff, that they get along well and they joke around with each other.
I felt that the corporate team was trustworthy.
There's a keen sense of companionship, friendship. I think I've seen that with Jeff and Chris and Marcy and everyone and Brad.
What I do find is the owners that I'm meeting in my direct territory, they're people I want to be with and I want to do business around, if you would.
And even amongst other franchisees, the culture is great. We always have we always want to work together on stuff and kind of are very open with our trade secrets or things that are going well.
I've really enjoyed it so far. Like I said, I think again it makes me enthusiastic, optimistic about the brand,
and I see a lot of camaraderie going on here at convention, and it's exactly what I'm looking for.
Craftsmen are the key to our business.
Kind of live and die by our craftsmen. They're the ones actually giving the end product.
I don't know if I'll ever overcome the challenges of finding craftsmen.
Definitely the hardest part.
It's difficult, but it's just a matter of talking to enough guys.
As Chris told me a couple times, gotta kiss a lot of frogs to find that prince.
Recruiting great craftsmen, retaining great craftsmen, treating them as best we can. And
at the end of the day, there's a lot of craftsmen out there. There's a lot of people that are good handymen.
Hire long and take your time. In other words, go ahead and take the time to vet the craftsmen and understand what they want to do and how they want to be successful, and does that align with what we can actually provide for them.
I personally won't hire somebody that I won't let work on my own house. So it adds pressure to me, but that's the quality we want.
One of my first craftsmen, when I was just a couple months in, he sat down with me and he told me he was a painter and he just wanted painting jobs, and he's done a little bit of work around his house and things like that, but he's been able to learn and expand his horizons as far as his skill set goes and really be able to flourish in this system.
I actually have a craftsman who I hired on as my SA, started out part-time, and he's positioned now to make my business grow at a rate that I couldn't achieve by myself.
I train my men to work on it as if it's their own house or their mother's house. To be honest with you, just about every customer that Mike Banghart goes to wants to adopt him and keep him at their house forever. So, and we have that we have multiple customers call and ask for our guys by name.
At the same point, we've had craftsmen that have been there for years, and it gets better, it gets better.
That was one of the things that attracted me about this franchise, is that there is a very clear need for it. And as soon as I got into my role as being a franchise owner, I definitely saw that.
I think if you're solving a problem for somebody, if you can solve a problem and position yourself as in a sense, an advisor, a trusted advisor for them, then you're building that relationship and that customer for life. And I think in our business, that's a huge part of what we do.
Well, the opportunities are endless, the way I look at it. The industry as a whole, houses get older by the day. Things break every day. Things need to be fixed.
It's something that that work is always going to be there. It can't be outsourced to another country. It can't really be automated.
In the spring, summer, and fall, there seems like a hyper need for it, and there's a lot of times that we can't even keep up with the demand in the marketplace.
And women do so much of the home stuff. They're the ones that are wanting to get the work done. So we were
Well,
just...
and anybody we mentioned this to,
Yes.
they're on it. Like, oh my gosh, let us know when you start. We have this, that, and the other need to be done around the house.
But it just seemed like so many people were interested.
So we're having too many calls coming in that we actually don't have enough appointment slots for them, or so sometimes we're actually turning away business because there is such a need for it in the marketplace.
It's an industry where what we offer homeowners, no other handyman does.
If you walk into any house, there's a punch list of things that need to be done. And for somebody to come in one day, you don't have to call multiple people. One day, fix it all, get out of there, and all those things are fixed. Customers love that.
We just had our annual party, if you will. It was gratifying to see the group of people, craftsmen and their spouses, all together, in the same room and feeling part of the team. And people are finding good quality of life for working with us. So that was probably one of the most gratifying parts so far.
But I do like people. I like to see people succeed. If I can help these craftsmen succeed in life, I'll succeed.
I mean, half my guys could be my dad. I don't tell them how old I am until they've at least been working for me for a month. And then when they find out how old I am, they kind of look at me and go, really? I have kids older than you.
It's always fun to see that you're actually delivering a good product and a good service to your consumers. So, I have a sense of pride and accomplishment when I do see a really cool project get done, and I think that we do fulfill a need of basically having that trusted contractor or that trusted company.
Doing as many jobs as we did, people are starting to know our name, recognize our people, our vans. It's just been great.
One of my elderly customers, she was panicked. She had other companies come, and they price gouged her. Was able to meet with her and give her an honest price, which was less than 50% of her next lowest price. Put her house back together, again, like it's my own mother's house or my own family's house.
And I think it's good for other women to see that this is something you can do. It doesn't mean that we're going to go out and put a hammer in our hand.
Yeah.
It just means that we can actually run a business and be doing just as well as anybody else. We got to work a lot. I want to do something that I love. I want to do something that I'm getting up for every day and spending my time on, and that it fulfills me at the end of the day.